Good morning and welcome back to Gaming with ADHD. It is Friday morning, and let's be honest, folks, we didn't really want to be here anyways. I mean, well, we want to be here, but wherever you are, you probably didn't want to be there. Heck, I didn't want to be there so much that I left early and went to sleep. So that's why we're starting the stream late, because I was asleep. And it was great. Until I woke up, and then it was significantly less great. Yeah. Good morning, Mundo. So seriously, I think this is the summer of no chickens, because we have literally lost. I think we've lost 4 chickens this year. Maybe 5. I'm not mathing right now. But yeah, like literally we've lost like 4 or 5 chickens. So it's kind of horrible, especially because the wife gets very grumpy about it. So she's a wee bit attached. Anyhow, we'll let that melt a little bit so that I can actually drink it. All right. So today, obviously, we are continuing our project of getting Star Wars Shatterpoint assembled, and also continuing to paint up some Battletech. I do have some fantastic news in that I have received the shipping notification for my Mercenaries Kickstarter. Even though, to be honest, I'm probably not going to back another Catalyst Kickstarter. No, there's a lot of people who don't want to buy any Catalyst stuff, and that's fine. Actually, that should be like a topics and tangents discussion, but we'll do that later. So, you know what? I don't need to keep it on the intro screen. So we're going to switch over and get to the hobby table. Probably should have cleaned that off too. Man, I am like all sorts of winning today. And Mundo, if I didn't say good morning, I'm sorry. Good morning, sir. For some reason, now I can't remember if I said good morning to you. Anyways, so I have actually been making some progress outside of the stream. On Shatterpoint, I have all of the terrain assembled, which I'm going to do a review on that, like a post-assembly review, because I like how it came out. It's some good stuff. But so I've got that done. I did Darth Maul last night. So, you know, as I've been complaining about, you know, how fragile these lightsabers are, now I have, you know, 2 pointy bits that are probably going to break. But overall, we'll get a post-assembly review done on the rest of the miniatures as time goes on. But I'm actually almost done with my Shatterpoint assembly. So the terrain, Mundo, is the stuff that comes with Shatterpoint in the package. Like you get, like, that's one of the things about Shatterpoint for me, is the fact that I ended up, like, I got a bunch of extra stuff and I got it for screaming deals. So but overall, I like that they give you everything to play the game. It's not just models or terrain. Like, you get some of everything and some good terrain to boot. So you'll see in the review. It's good. This is a mess. So anyhow, so yeah, I want to just get this done And this is the one that's going to get complicated because essentially there's 2 build options. So I need to make sure I cut the right pieces because this is going to be Gar Saxon. Anyways, and Curtis also got his Battletech shipping email, which is awesome. I wish you were here in town so that I could like borrow your stuff that I don't have, and do reviews on. Like that's one thing that's a little frustrating about a lot of the new releases is that my a friend of mine moved away, and like he would always buy the stuff like much faster than I would. So he's like, "Here, come get this and do a review on it." It's like, okay. Don't mind if I do. Okay, so this is going to be to remember that I'm doing the helmeted head, but the sniper rifle. Oh no! Curtis, I hope that doesn't mean what I think it means. I mean, it probably means what I think it means, but I don't like it. Hey, Malachi, how are you doing, my friend? Yeah, I'm tired and about half an hour of work to go. Yep, totally get that. Yeah, like I as I said when I started, I bounced. I bounced from work early. All the morning shift people had shown up. Well, not all of them, but enough that I didn't feel bad leaving. We'll put it that way. Hold on a second. Sorry, just anyhow, so Kurt, don't keep me in suspense, bro. Yeah, exactly. I mean, like for me, I mean, technically there's always stuff you can do. But the primary role is
inbound calls, so I just don't like leaving anyone solo or the queue empty. But I am also not afraid to let it burn. Like, I'm the only one. Well, a guy quit, and we still haven't replaced the guy. And so, a lot of times, I'm working by myself at night, which is fun. So I am definitely of the attitude of, yeah, if I go do something, that's fine. I don't care. And if they want to get mad, it's like, well, you all are in charge of the scheduling and staffing. So please indicate how this is my fault. Let's see. Sorry, I need to. Oh, gross. I am tired of being gaslit about how great this economy is going. Like, I mean, the groceries is the easy one. But I have too many friends and family that have been laid off. And hey, Silent Mouse. Yeah, at least, you know, property taxes, I mean, well, that could go however. Yeah, it all sucks. So yeah, I'm just gonna try and avoid being political, but I was not laid off, Silent Mouse, thank goodness. If I were, you all would know, because I would be streaming like there was no tomorrow. Not necessarily that I think I would make this a full-time, because I need, my brain needs the security of a regular paycheck. But while I was looking for another job, I would be padding my unemployment benefits with YouTube content. But no, I just the number of friends that I have had get laid off is borderline ridiculous. Yeah, so it's not even that it's like, obviously I'm going to have a lot of friends in similar industries, but I mean, it's not just, but I mean, it's just everywhere. It's people on all sides of the country. It's, you know, I will admit, though, if I got laid off, I would probably, actually, like, I don't think I'd go back to what I'm doing. I think I would just get I would as I'm thinking about it right now, I would actually talk to my son. Hey nerds, good morning. We're talking depressing things. But no, I would actually talk to my son who's an electrician. And I just get a job, go do electrical work. I can haul wire, I can drill holes, I can turn screws. I mean, I'm not saying that like electricians is like an easy job or that they don't have to know a lot of things. I'm saying to start, you know, the initial minion, if you can turn screws and pull wire and, you know, do stuff like that, do it. So in Silent Mouse, it's not necessarily just about a functioning social security system. Because, you know, there's only so much that it's going to cover before the life to which you become accustomed, you got to go get a job. Hey, Malachi. What do you mean not trusting my electrical work? I mean, not on day one, obviously. But Why do you think I'd be a bad electrician? So
I don't know, and who knows? Maybe not that. Like, I don't know if I would.
I mean, I don't know if I would necessarily do that, or if I'd want to go do something else. I'm just saying, like I would like, I've been telling my kids to do trade stuff for years, so I don't think I'm above it. I mean, the pay cut would obviously suck. But while I'm not saying, you know, a third isn't rough, I mean, it's not as bad as if I was making like the equivalent of like $100 an hour, which I'm not. So, anyways, I think that's what I would personally do. But regardless, I've had too many friends get laid off, and I don't like it. I don't like it at all. So, sorry for being depressing on Friday morning when you're all waiting for your pink slips. Yeah. Ah. I did.
Sorry, Silent Mouse. I am currently working on the female Super Commando from the Darth Maul or Lord Maul squad for Shatterpoint. And then we'll get to some Battletech painting. I know what you're all here for, but I want to get this done. I want to actually try the game out. That's why
I actually did some off-screen building this week. Yes, it's an evil Mandalorian. Like, I think that's the bigger problem of Disney Star Wars. It's not so much that, like, they did a bunch of bad stories. Like, they keep doing stuff to try and humanize the bad guys. You know, like, Mandalorians, they're all these bounty hunters and, you know, evil people. Man, we're gonna make the Mandalorian the hero. But why? I've been using a little too much model cement. Not evil, just pain. Right, but then you have the problem of, you know, like, why are you taking payment for being the hero? No, you can't do that. I don't know. It's just, I'm tired of the, you know, no, everything needs shades of gray. No, sometimes you just need some good old black and white. Nerds, I love having you around. Oh my gosh. Mundo doesn't like any of the Disney Star Wars. Malachi misses the EU Mandos. And Nerd totally agrees, but it started before Disney. Remember in A New Hope when it tried to make us sympathize with a terrorist group bombing a government institute and killing millions? God dang it, nerds. Yes, nerds, I do remember that. How dare they? So yeah, that just happened. Like, that was actually something interesting that I read once. Like, unfortunately, so we always talk about, or like in a story, it's easy. You have the big bad evil guy. You know, you don't have to justify anything because he's the big bad evil guy. And whatever I was reading was talking about how, like, we try to do that in real life. We try to just like, oh, no, they're the big bad evil guy. But then we don't talk about why they got where they where they are. We don't talk about how we may not like it, but the people they're in charge of seem to like it. And that gets missed a lot in our fantasy stories. We just talk about the hero over the big bad evil guy, and I think we need those stories. When but what was going on in the galaxy that allowed the Emperor to take power? What was it wasn't just, oh, well, he is evil and I want to do evil things. Well, I get that. But you're still only one dude, so how do you get the galaxy behind you? That's why you can have stories, for... Not that I'm trying to defend... Well, right, so that's the thing, is that the Senate was corrupt. And, if everything was working the way it was supposed to, Palpatine never would have gotten to be in a position where he could take over the Senate. So, but that's also not very fun. Sometimes it's just nice to be like, you know what? They're a bunch of evil guys, and we need to, defend ourselves from the evil guys. I don't know. I'm kind of rambling, and I don't want anyone to think that I'm justifying big bad evil guys in real life. So I'm gonna stop. So yeah, big bad evil guys are bad. Don't be a big bad evil guy. I'm not going there, Malachi. like overall, I gotta say on these miniatures, I like how they assemble. It's nice and clean. The fact that like 99% of stuff like has a self-made pin in the actual piece. Not self-made, but I mean just like, but the pin is already there. You're not doing a butt joint, which a butt joint isn't a problem with model cement, but not everyone's using model cement. So can you be a skinny what instead of a big one? And yes, Curtis, exactly. It happened in a galaxy far, far away. There are no parallels to anything happening in real life. None whatsoever. Sorry, folks. I've started oh god, a skinny bad evil guy. Yes, you can when you lose the weight. So, I mean, I'm doing what I can. Star Wars had nothing to do with Vietnam, nothing at all. But kudos on Lucas for getting the world to root for the VC. All right. I have the whole squad done. So we're going to paint some stuff. We'll leave those in the background. That's fine. So I'm actually halfway. So for the Shatterpoint miniatures that I have, I actually have half the models done. I've got 6 different squads. So yeah, okay. So we're gonna chat. Nope, not that one. That one. We're gonna chat for a minute. So I realize we've got tons of people here in chat, but I really like Max Liao's RPG Digest. Even though I'm not going to play most of the games, that's its own issue, but I do like the deep dive, and on my channel I have been like, I've got Star Wars Shatterpoint, I've got Battletech, I've got Blood and Plunder, I've got that was a joke, Malachi. I've got Kill Team, I've got Renegade Legion, and I'm just naming off all of the miniatures games, but then I got board games, I've got all sorts of stuff. And so I was wondering if you all would be like, not replacing the painting stream. This is the painting stream, but you are all people that I respect opinions from, so it's fine. So would you like to see some sort of RPG Digest style deep dives, but into some miniature games? So do, you know, like just pull out the rule book and, you know, like go through, read through,
deep dive. And actually look at some of these games more in depth. Because number one, I've been wanting to do a Thursday stream on a regular for a while, but I always kind of like don't know what to do. Like if I don't have an interview. So, anyways, is that something you would be interested in? Is, me riffing off of RPG Digest? It won't be RPG Digest because but sometimes it'll be role-playing games. Like I'll do a deep dive into Shadowrun, Six World, because I like annoying people. But I mean, so it'll be games that I'm interested in. But I want to know if you all would be interested in something like that. So just comment in chat. We got plenty of. It's not like we're like swarmed with 8,000 people who might be, dominating chat. All right, so he's basically done. Wow, I guess I should focus that. So I'm actually gonna wash it. So that I can leave it sit. The cockpit, I'm leaving that way on purpose because I'm gonna wash it, then come back and to quote Palestine, do it. I'm not sure how to take that, Malachi. My response could get me in all sorts of trouble. So, Palpatine, okay. Like, there are strong feelings on both sides of that equation. I would like to know what you mean by it before I commit either direction. And yes, this is what happens when I let an aspire in chat. There's your autocorrect, Malachi. Right, Curtis? So I am going to be careful to not wash over my checkerboards. Malachi, we're just teasing you because we like you. And I know you're self-conscious about it, man. I mean, you seem pretty normal to me. But maybe that says more about me. I don't know. Anyway, so Malachi thinks I should do it. Anyone else want to chime in? Like Battletech, I've actually wanted to do something similar for a while.
but I was thinking more like take rules from tactical operations and just like do a focus on just this one rule. How does it work? How does it play? Do I like how this one works? Because tactical operations is, you know, obviously lots of optional rules. Okay, that actually looks really good. All right, let's let the wash dry. Since we're going to work on the ice ferret, should be able to come back and get the griffin done. So I think I'm finally at a point where there's enough orange coverage that I'm not going to be upset. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do the metal bits. And then I'll go back in and do the tiger stripes, because remember we're doing 7th Guards cluster from Clan Wolf Gamma Galaxy. Peanut butter, chocolate, banana, protein smoothie. It's great. I'm actually not complaining about it. I am trying with moderate success to not be fat kid anymore. It's an interesting flavor. We'll put it that way, Malachi. Nope, that's too small. I'm trying, again, I'm trying to be less fat. And Kim keeps sending me these videos from this guy on Facebook called Liam Layton or something. And he's got the kind of approach to weight loss that I can get behind. Like, Kim is going to count every single calorie, and she is going to make all the healthy food choices. And I am going to struggle because it's so much work. So, like, he doesn't talk about, oh, but there's seed oils in everything. Or buy my supplement. Or any of that. He pushes the quote-unquote 80-20 rule. You know, make your diet like 80% good stuff. But if you want some crap, eat some crap. You know, you want a Snickers bar? Well, eat a Snickers bar. Maybe just eat a fun-size Snickers bar instead of like a double extra king size. Anyway, so he's had some what I will call reasonable takes. And so I've been getting Kim to make suggestions and help me do stuff that I can do. Because, dude, if you're going to give me like a 20-page or like a 20-step recipe, do this and take this long and set the timer, blah, blah, blah. I ain't eating. Ain't going to happen. But like I came up with she helped me come up with a smoothie recipe and smoothie options. And so I either get a Fairlife or Premier Protein shake, usually chocolate. Toss it in this. And then we've got some frozen fruit. We've got peanut butter powder. We've got flavorless Greek yogurt. And so I just like fill up the rest of it with ice. And I just use like if the bag of fruit says a serving size is a cup, then I put in a cup. If it says it's a half a cup, then I just use a half a cup. You know, just so I'm not having to do math or figure things out. It's just like, oh, cup of this. You know, bottle of that. Anyways, and it keeps me satiated for, I don't know, like I'll usually have it around like 6 in the morning. I was asleep today, so that's why I didn't earlier. But yeah, I'll have it around like 6 in the morning. And then when I get up sometime in the afternoon, I'm still actually not really hungry. So I'm down like 11 pounds. To finally, get to the end of the story. But that's the other thing, is that then, like, at dinner, Kim just makes whatever and puts it in front of me. It's like, okay. So anyways, part of the reason that I was telling that is for you, Malachi. If you want to be the skinny evil guy, it can be done. It will take a lot of work. I'm happy to encourage you if it will help. And I think you've said in the past that you run stock for grocery stores, so at least you've got that going. You're at least moving, as opposed to, me, who literally sits in front of a computer all day. So this is not medical advice. Consult your doctor, blah, blah, blah. But it's also funny because I keep watching that guy's videos. Like, there's this other lady that's come through, and now she is not trying to lose weight at all that I'm aware of, and I'm not trying to give her grief over it. Just saying. She is also a little bit on the larger side. But she just, like, angry cooks. And it's hilarious. She but yeah, so she just, like, angry cooks everything. I don't know what I'm cooking. Here's the meat. Brown it. Not gray, brown. And, and then I'm going to add some frozen onion. This much. Who cares? And she's just, like, angry about the whole thing. And it's hilarious.
I assume she is a wonderful human being on her own, but like in her videos, she is. Actually, I'm gonna save this. I never noticed this when I did the cougar. Like the 7th guards cluster, Wolf Guard battle cluster. Like it's got like white around the cockpit instead of, oh, I never noticed that. Oh, that's amazing. We're totally doing that, but we're going to save that. Like, I feel like I need more. But I'm not sure what. Like, there's not a lot of vents or like laser weapons or anything, and so it's just like sure. Anyways, all right, we're gonna go on to Tiger Stripes. Anyhow, so yeah, it's been interesting. I also have lucked out because the whole hernia thing has. Oh, that reminds me. I need to make phone calls about that. Like it's just reduced how much I want to eat. So that's actually been a huge help as far as being able to cut out calories and lose some weight. Jeez. Like, clearly, no one wants to work today. This messenger is going nuts on my watch. Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's the biggest thing. And like the thing that's kind of helped me on it is, well, number one, I don't leave the house. Number two, like people just talking common sense stuff. Like I don't drink as much water as I probably should. But if I am drinking sodas or flavored stuff, I'm trying to go for the 0-calorie options. So like the zeros,
For water, I like the Crystal Light liquid stuff. Like when I'm in the mood for that stuff, like I'll burn through it. But that's the other thing. We've also it's actually kind of funny. Like the last, say, year, we've actually started buying a lot more soda, but it's all zeros. Dr. Pepper 0, Mountain Dew 0, Mountain Dew Baja Blast 0. Sprite 0, Fresca. So we're not, you know, we're not saying no, but we're not, but we're just saying, how about this instead? Because that's one of the things that's kind of frustrated me the most when trying to do diet and exercise and stuff is just the well, you can't do this. Hey, Coco. Yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah, Bears talked about how they have I'm assuming you're up in Canada as well. But like they'll have like Sprite and Coke Zero, but then that's it. Whereas we'll go to the grocery store and we'll have, like, if they're like, the only one we have not seen with a zero is Cactus Cooler. Which, if you know what Cactus Cooler is, then you're lucky. All right, I am not very happy with how these stripies are coming out. But yeah, Cactus Cooler's like the only one we can't find a zero on. Which is very confusing. Because like you can get Dr. Pepper cherry or strawberry cream soda zero. Actually, now that I think about it, you can't even find Diet Cactus Cooler. At least I've never seen it. So yeah, that's totally fair, Coco. But I mean, I did go for quite a long time not really buying any sodas. And part of the only reason that I do now is just because of the selection and the variety that we're lucky enough to have. So there is that. No, I do not want the scam likely phone call. So again, I'm trying to make the lines feel a little bit more organic. Anyways, so yeah, Malachi. Be the skinny bad evil guy. I believe in you. Okay, those are better to drink faster. The flavor is starting to get interesting. I think the ice kind of cuts some of that a little bit. will admit, I think my favorite orange mech was my Cobra Alley Viper variant. I'm very proud of that one. All right, let's get a wash on this guy so that he can dry. I'm actually probably going to come back in and hit some extra dark silver. I'm going to let it dry first. Overall, though, I mean, it's okay. I feel like I need some more color variation. I'm just not sure what to do. All right. All right, that's mostly dry. So, what are the plans for this weekend? Me? I don't think I have anything specific. Good after to you as well, Cody. I'm assuming you mean good afternoon. Good after. All right, that sounds like a good plan, Mundo. I want to get Shatterpoint finished assembling. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Hey, everybody! It's Cody's birthday! Say happy birthday to Cody! Happy birthday, Cody! Thanks for being awesome. I hope you have another year of being awesome. So there. 50th birthday party and murdering zombies. That is... I mean, you really can't argue with that. And then some Alpha Strike. Cool. Oh, next Saturday. Next Saturday. We should be playing the first game of Battletech on the new table with all the Hextech terrain that I have. Um, I got I finally got the files over to my friend for a grass and a desert map. So we've got the but there's nothing on them. So it's just grass and just hexes. Or just desert and hexes. So that way I can put my hex tech terrain on the table and not have to worry about the terrain that's already on the table. We just run the terrain as it is. So we've got that. Actually, Curtis, that reminds me, I picked out the fourth. So remember, I wanted grass, desert, snow. The fourth one, I'd like space. So if you could do a spacey one for me. Malachi, I have so much HeroScape, it's not even funny. But I actually am not using it for this. So HeroScape works well enough. But it looks like HeroScape. So you've got that to worry about. But with the Hex Tech terrain, what I like about it is that it looks a little more quote unquote appropriate. So, so that's why, yeah, red is definitely the best choice on this cockpit. But that's the thing. So I've gone through and I've printed out. I've got hills. I've got buildings. I've got roads. I've got an airbase. I've got I've just got like I've like, you name it, and I've got stuff for it. Like, well, okay. The only stuff I really don't have is rivers and forests, although I have some ideas for some forests. In fact, I need to respond to some comments on previous YouTube videos. Specifically a Nerd's Nerd, if she's still listening, her comment about the trees and such. But I have ideas on what will work. Anyways, so, but needless to say, once I get the maps, then, and can get it on the table, then I will set it up and I'll actually do a table presentation. Because I still haven't done a video table presentation for the gaming table that my son built. So we need to do that as well. All right. Oh, that. Ugh. That was not good. All right. I like that. I really like that red cockpit. Really like it. And I really like, man, I like how shiny it is. Speed paints over top of silver. Telling ya, it's the way to go. All right. Now I can do the base and we can call it good. Yeah, exactly, Mundo. I started doing this at least a year ago. But have absolutely loved the look of it. And it's also nice because it gives you an option for, like, you can use different colors and they'll give you kind of different looks. And so with this, it's just like, oh, I think red will be a nice contrast to the blue. So that's why I did that. But it definitely looks way better than just regular paint over the cockpit glass. All right, have a good one, Mundo. Look at that. Look at that. Just a happy little mech. Happy little mech. You need some happy little trees. Alpha Strike has some happy little trees. Nerd's Nerd is apparently not a fan of the Alpha Strike happy little trees. But for what I'm doing, I actually think they'll work great. Which
That's true. Mostly because Curtis says one of the most annoying aspects of painting miniatures is when you feel like taking pictures. Bit of a hassle when there's no dedicated space for it. Ta-da! No, I totally understand what you mean by that. All right. You know what? I think that darkened silver is still wet, so let's go ahead and get this guy back out. Because I'm not ready to end yet. I'm going to have to end soon. I do have some adulting to do. But we can still go for a little bit longer. But yeah, no, I am the same way. I have like a crappy little light box, but it's nice and small and it will fit like right here. So I keep it. Yeah, I really need to get on to my table upgrade project. But I do have cleaning to do first. And cleaning isn't fun, and I don't like it, and I don't want to do it. But if I don't do it, then Kim's going to do it. And if Kim does it, I'm not going to like it. Mostly because it'll probably end up in the dumpster. But anyhow, so yeah, so I've got that coming up, but not until next weekend. I actually don't think we have anything scheduled. For this weekend.
I know. Sorry, I'm not very exciting, folks. Anyways, so as a reminder, okay, I was thinking about it. Monday's paint stream is either not going to happen or it's going to happen early. But I haven't decided. I think I'm not going to decide until that morning. Because that's when I get to have an endoscopy, so they're going to shove a camera down my throat. That'll be fun. But hopefully we get all of my gut issues squared away. All right, he's coming along. I don't know why I'm painting that metallic. I need something there to break up. A big mass of orange. All right. So the ice ferret is not quite dry. So I think I'm going to call it there. It's also 11:30. So I have to go get this adulting stuff done. So, all right. So what do I have coming up? I know I need to get an unboxing recorded for tomorrow. So there will be an unboxing tomorrow. We're going to have another post-assembly review for Shatterpoint on Monday. Hopefully I'm going to get my Shadowrun stuff from Gen Con shipped to me in the next few days, so I can get working on stuff for that. I've let myself get so far behind on things that I want to do. So, anyways, thanks for hanging out. If you haven't already, please hit the like button on the way out. But otherwise, everybody, I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I do appreciate you being here.
Yeah, and we'll talk to you next time. If I'm not here on Monday morning, just keep an eye on your YouTube feed. I'll try to do something. So, anyways, all right, stay out of trouble, folks. Thanks for watching.